Hello, and thank you for using BlueInk. This is Steve Fox, one of the experienced professionals here at BlueInk. And in this brief 15-minute presentation, we're going to demonstrate the BlueInk account for you, show you the ins and outs and tools available to help your success with sending documents out for review and signature to your clients and customers. So we'll dive right in. What we're looking at here is the BlueInk dashboard. The BlueInk dashboard is your management tool to track the progress of any signings that you have currently active, as well as your completed and draft bundles, as we call them. You'll hear me refer to bundles throughout the demonstration, and a bundle is simply any signing transaction with any number of forms or signers within that single bundle. And we'll notice here in the sent column, this is all the active signings that are occurring in real time. And we use a color-coded system to identify the state in which that bundle is. If you see yellow, it's letting you know that the bundle has been sent, but the signers have not yet opened the email or text to begin the process of reviewing and signing. If you do notice a color change to blue, it's letting you know that the bundle itself has been started and the individual has begun the process of review and signing. If you click on any bundle at any time, you can see the event log with date and time stamps for each engagement of that particular document set. And you can also manage from here the signer information. If you need to resend them the link at any time, you can do so. You can also view the document itself here through the live view. If you've got a signer that hasn't opened their email yet, you do have the option of editing how you deliver that signing link to them. So if it's easier for them to receive a text message, for example, versus an email with that link, you can change it to that and then resend it to them. Now, once all parties have signed the forms within your bundle, the system first is going to generate a link to all parties to download the executed documents. So your customers and clients will receive an email to download the final version after all signers have signed and submitted the document. You will be able to find your completed bundles here in the completed section, as well as your archive on the left-hand side. And you can click on these at any time to download the PDF, as well as the certificate of evidence. If you do need to view the certificate of evidence, you can do so from here and download that PDF. And then, of course, see the event log here. Now, the certificate of evidence is a key feature of the BlueInk platform. And I'll give you a quick example here of what the certificate of evidence looks like, as well as the purpose it serves. So for each signer of any bundle that you do send out, a certificate of evidence will be generated that compiles all of the relevant data for that signing transaction, including who created it, what time and date, signer information, if there are additional parties to that signing. You're also going to find the authentication measures used for that particular bundle. And I'll tell you a little bit more about those in just a moment. But the SMS PIN authentication, a selfie, a driver's license or ID authentication, as well as the IP address and geolocation of your signer will be stored on your certificate of evidence. And then you will also have a full audit trail or the event log of that signing available on this form. This works as a standalone document, really a bulletproof form, letting you know the document was signed legally by the parties intended to sign, and you have this available to you, again, for each signer within the system, should you ever need it. Okay, so that is the BlueInk dashboard. Again, this is where you can track the progress and then, of course, download any completed forms. Now, the nuts and bolts of BlueInk, of course, is the ability to prepare and send documents to individuals for signature. So we're going to go to the top left corner and click Prepare and Send Docs. This is where we can use any of the reusable document templates that we've created for the account, or you can quickly upload a one-off PDF, add a couple of signature boxes, and send it out very quickly. Now, the Use Document template is a unique key feature of the BlueInk system, and I'm going to go to the template library on the left side of the screen now. And this is where you can go if your account has the ability to create reusable templates. You can click the Create Reusable Template at any time, and that is going to take you into the actual upload document where you can upload the PDF form that you need to use. You can add your signer roles, and you can add custom roles. So if it's a real estate document, for example, you could enter tenant or buyer, agent, qualifying broker. If it's a human resources form, you do have the ability for employee, employer, of course, any other business relationship or employee relationship, whatever it might be, simply add the signer roles that are appropriate for that particular document. After you have done so, we'll go to the prepare step, and this is where you can begin adding your fields to the document. And we provide you all of the signers that you have dedicated to this particular template and the field options available to add to the form for those people. Now we can add text. If I click add text input, that will bring a text box onto the form that I can now drag into the appropriate location and make available on the form permanently. Now this particular field, any field that you add to the form, you can designate any particular signer or multiple signers here on the left by simply clicking next to the appropriate field. You can also make any field required by clicking on the checkbox. If it's a skippable field, you can deselect the check mark, and that will make it so that the signer is not required to enter information in that field. Now, if you do not want the signer to have to input information in any field, if it's a field that you are going to specifically add information to before you send it out, if you click on the Smart Fill button on the left and you click the Enable Smart Fill, that is going to make it so that this field is only accessible by you at the beginning of preparing the document. Now be sure to deselect the signers up top here so that this field is now dedicated to simply you before you prepare and send the document. Now we can also add signatures, initials to the form wherever it might need to be. And again, this is creating a reusable template in your template library. It's a great tool for your most commonly used documents, contracts, forms, whatever it might be. Now, when we go back to our prepare and send function, if I click on the use document template after you've created your templates, that will bring up the forms available to us now for us to prepare and send. Now with this, I can select any combination of the templates in the library by simply clicking next to the appropriate template that you would like to include. And after you have done so, click Add Documents. And then that will bring us to the next step of adding our signer information to this particular bundle. When I click Add Signers, now I can go to the roles that are available. Simply enter in the first and last name of the signer, click Add New Signer, enter their email address or their cell phone number. Again, with BlueInk, you do have the ability to send your bundles via text, so your signers will get a text message with a link to access the form. Now, next to the signer information, you'll see the authentication box. This is where you can activate the additional authentication features that will be stored on your certificate of evidence. The first is an SMS PIN authentication. If I activate that box, or that icon, it will bring up the box for me to input the information for that signer's cell phone number. And what the system will do after your signer clicks the link to review the document, they will also receive a text message with a 6-digit PIN number that they'll be required to enter into the system before they can view the document and then sign. The next feature is a selfie authentication, and it is just that. They will have to take a picture of themselves at the beginning of the signing process. The third authentication option is an ID or driver's license authentication. What this will do is the signer will be asked to provide the front and back of their government ID, their driver's license, or any other approved identification to be included on the certificate of evidence. The purpose of these features here are to help prevent any fraudulent signings from occurring within your bundles. And again, they are optional. Simply activate by clicking on the appropriate icon. Any combination of the three can be used. You can also use none of the authentications. The system will still capture the IP address of the device used to sign, and it will also capture the geolocation. Now, if you have multiple roles, now we simply enter in the information for those additional roles, first and last name. Now, you'll notice a pop-up box appears here for individuals that have already been added to the system. So the system will track your signers for you as well in the signers category. And all you need to do at this point, after you've entered their first and last and selected, we're going to have their email address, cell phone number already available for you to choose from. Now, again, we can simply select the appropriate authentications, if any, if you desire to do so. Now, with this particular template, we do have additional available signers that we can activate. And to activate those, you just simply click on the toggle button to enable that signer and then enter their information as we did before. First and last name, add new signer, email address, or cell phone number. Click the Save button, and you've got your signers prepared. Now, one more important step is the use of the Set Signing Order. If I click the Set Signing Order in the top right, that's going to tell the system to deliver the documents in order based on the listed signers here. So the project manager would receive it first. After they finish, then the vendor would receive their email or text message link to complete their portion of the form. After they finish, then the next person in line, this being the business or HR, they would then be notified it was their turn to sign the document. So that is how you can set the signing order for your bundles. If that is deselected, the system will send it to all parties at the same time. All right, now in the prepare step, this is where we can begin the entry of information into the form. And this becomes a fillable PDF, if you will, and you can simply use the tab button to proceed to the next fields, and it will take you there automatically. And you continue to fill in the information on your particular form, whichever it is that you're filling out. Again, this is with your reusable templates so that you can enter the information before it's delivered. After you've done that, we click the review and send, and off it goes. Now, the alternative means to deliver a document. If we go back to our prepare and send, if you're not using a document template, if you want to upload a PDF and quickly add a signature field to it, you can do so by clicking the drag and drop or click to upload a new PDF document. You can also simply drag the file into this particular box. But when you click on the box, it'll open your file folder. And now we're simply going to select any form that we have that we need to deliver to an individual for review and signature. Once we've selected that PDF, you can add additional PDFs if you need to, if there are more than one document. When we go to the next step of add signers, the signer one role is going to be automatic. This is where we simply, again, enter the first and last name, select the signer or add new signer, enter their cell phone or email address, use the authentications if desired, and you can add additional signers if need be by clicking the add another signer and repeating those steps. Now, when we go to prepare docs, this is where I can simply add a quick signature or initial box to that particular form. Be sure to select the appropriate signer, click add signature or any of the other fields that you wish to add, drop the signature box into the appropriate location, and you have set your field onto the form. Now, if you need to add text to this particular document, something that you would like your signer to read and will become permanently a part of this particular document, if we click add read text only, I can drop that into the appropriate location and then simply enter in the information I would like to add to the form. And once we have done that, that has become a permanent fixture on this particular document and will be seen by your signer when they receive it. Again, now when we're ready, we click the review and send, and now we can send it and off it goes. So those are the two means for you to deliver documents to your signers for review and signature. Again, your template library is going to be used to create your reusable templates as needed. The archive you can go to search for any bundle activity, completed, canceled, in progress, or draft. And then we will have a running signer tally as well, so your listed signers will be available as needed. Now, should you need any assistance from our team, you can always do so here by going to the little blue circle in the bottom right corner. That will activate the pop-up box. Simply click the New Conversation. You can also search answers for yourself. And you can also request a one-on-one demo if you need more information or would like to explore some of the optional features of the BlueInk system. You can also go to our self-help menu by clicking here. That will take you to all of our tutorial videos and instructions available for the account. And in the top right corner, you will find your account menu. And from here, you'll be able to change your profile, add a signature, change your password, update your account information, update your subscription if you choose to, and you can also manage users for your account. So that, in a nutshell, is your new BlueInk system. We hope you found this demonstration helpful. Again, if you need more assistance or would like a one-on-one chat after this, feel free to click the box here and schedule a demo or chat with a member of our team on the spot, and we will be there to assist. Thanks again for choosing BlueInk. We wish you a wonderful day, and thanks again.